Hey guys, and welcome back to my Final Fantasy IX Let's Play Part 12. So, there's quite a few little things we can deal with here. You can deal with the jump rope, you can deal with another minigame. I think we can go up here and get more cards, but I don't know if we have to talk to Hitball first. So yeah, I guess we don't have to talk to him. So it's another hidden treasure of Hitball's cards. Hopefully that will help us in the card tournament. I'm going to take a look at the cards in a second after I talk to Stilts. Okay, so I don't think there's any more items around. I think all the ones I picked up earlier were the same items that could be picked up now. I am going to take a look at the cards, see what I've got. Oof, the attack on that sucks, but the arrows are so good. Mithril Sword's pretty crap. Shiva's really good. I think she could have rolled higher attack and some physical damage, but I'm not 100%. What else do I have? That's a decent card. So I do have some to work with. Unfortunately, there's not enough arrows on running, but I'll still use them because he's much stronger than the rest of my cards. I'm not going to explain how the cards work again. Hopefully you already saw it, and it was, the explanation was good enough. Maybe I'll explain it again before I start the card tournament in Trino. So the Nero Brothers, there's actually like 7 of them, and it's a side quest on disc 4, I believe. So you can learn more about Cid's wife from this guy, I bet. I don't actually know. But I do know about his wife, so I wasn't listening to the whole thing. So this is probably Tom. His kitten ran away again. I don't know if you can actually find him this time. I'm pretty sure he's on the roof there. But if we see him while we're traveling around, we'll grab mittens again. I don't know what any of these ATVs are. Yeah, it is a really shitty situation that he's in. Nothing we can really do about it though. So this is the Moogle who deals with Mognet Central, and he's starting to learn that there's a problem with how much mail is being delivered. Oh, that's funny. So we'll figure out what's happened to Mognet Central later on, and we'll help him out. So I'm gonna go to the item shop here, or the blacksmith here, and see what he's got. This actually might be the synth shop. Yeah. So we couldn't make Angel Bless earlier. I'll make one now. I'm pretty sure we're wearing a Gladys, so I don't have to worry about getting another one. But maybe I will anyways. I don't know if there's any other accessories we need. We could make a reflect ring. We only have one anklet, so if I make one, I'll have to make an anklet too, and then make a gold choker as well. So Twisted Headband are new. I'm not going to make a Pearl Rouge because I want to have 4 moonstones. So we can find one in the auction house, so it's cheaper to make it, but it's much more effective to not. Okay, so I need to make a gold choker. What do I need for a gold choker? Okay, perfect. I also want a black belt, so I'll need to buy 7 Twisted Headbands instead of 6. So I don't think we had Voice Lance earlier, so I bought one. I know he's got Poison Knuckles on, so I don't need to worry about it. I don't know if Eco can learn with the Healing Rod, but I bought one for her in case, just just on the off chance she does need it. So the main upgrade we get here is the Twisted Headband. We had this one. I don't think we had the gold helmet. I might have stolen one earlier, but I'll buy 2 more, it doesn't matter. I have so much money left over. And we will be getting more money when I start farming again. Do we need to sell anything? Not really. We could start selling Ethers and Elixirs if we really need money. Also Phoenix Pinion, because I don't really use summons. And if I did use Phoenix, I'll only need 1. I don't care what his damage is. He'll just be used to revive. I'll wait till I make the item, then I'll arrange. So I don't remember which item I'm making, but I do know it. Yeah, there it is. Perfect. Okay, so there's a normal item shop down here. I don't think there's any items we can pick up around town. I just think I saw mittens, so I'm gonna go back. So one of the items here was earlier, so we don't really need it. I'm gonna see if I can talk to mittens here. I guess this is a different cat, or we can't do anything with the cat. That sucks. So where I was going earlier, I was going to meet Hippolyt's mom, and this is Hippolyte. He's the guy we've been taking cards from. You can level up his running skill by racing, but the only rewards we get is cards, and I really don't want to play the card game. I'm kind of annoyed that I have to anyways, but that's just part of the game. I was just checking if they had items. I did not need to walk out. So it looks like none of the items have refreshed around town. So I don't know where the jump rope minigame is. I guess we can't do it at this point. We can later, and it'll be in the chapel instead now. But seeing as we couldn't see them with the movables there, we can't do it yet. So to push the story along, we can try to go talk to Zidane. It won't do anything. To push the story along, we have to go and talk to Blink and Marcus. Actually, we might be able to get somewhere we couldn't before. We might actually be able to go up and get items here before we go anywhere. So to get to the castle, we need to take a boat. I don't think we can do that at this point. I don't think they're running. And that was a decent amount of gil. So later on when we come back, there's definitely supposed to be items there, but I might have just taken them early. We'll see how that goes. So their idea is to let Vivi go first, and hoping that his childlike appearance will soothe Ruby's anger, and they'll sneak right in. I don't know why he doesn't like being called uncle. I have a few nephews and nieces. I don't mind being called uncle at all, but I might be a bit older than he is. It's hard to tell. I don't know how old Cinna's supposed to be. So here we find out that she wants to talk to the old gang. Unfortunately, they've got her coronation to deal with, and they don't really want her to be socializing with people of the lower class, I guess. So here's where we get the Garnet, which will allow us to summon Bahamut. Oh, I guess not. I guess that's later. So those are 3 different summons. The Opal Shiva, I believe. I didn't notice the other 2. I assumed she was getting the Garnet, but I guess that's later. So until we actually get them as part of the story, we can't actually drop them, and now they'll just be random removal drops that we get all the time for the gems we just got. Fortunately, she is really still a child at the age of 16 to become a queen. And I don't think she was properly raised to become a queen. I think she was raised to be a good princess. But I think after her father died, her mother was too torn with grief to think ahead, so her main goal in life was how to look and act like a princess. And I think after that, Dr. Tot wasn't around to teach her any better. She tells it like it is. It's probably one of the best aspects of her character. I'm just going to pause the video real quick. My dog wants back in. What's going on, buddy? Alright, I'm back. So, this letter that she's having drawn up, she wants to give it to Zidane. Unfortunately, the letter ends up going a lot of different places. I think it ends up being given to Zidane eventually, but it's pretty comedic how this plays out with this letter. So he's just recalling when he met Princess Garnet, and that she had a horn. I don't mean a horn on her head. I think a horn, like a trumpet kind of horn. And basically they use them to talk to their Eidolons. I don't know why Eiko has a horn in this version. I'm still not sure if she has one in the PS1 version. I would pull it out, but I actually don't know where my PlayStation 2 is right now. It's packed up somewhere probably. It might even be in storage. So, I don't have much access to it. Maybe I'll look up on YouTube. So, we come to realize the four nations of Lindblum, Midansari, Bermucia, and Alexandria, they used to be more in contact with each other. And that's what happened when they split the four jewels, and each nation had one. So there's nothing you can do about this. I can't tell her where to walk. She's auto-walking, and Baku knocks her over the edge, and she gets hooked by her horn. Or the necklace, or whatever's holding her horn anyways. So she drops the letter, and asks Baku to deliver it to Zidane. Unfortunately, Steiner catches Baku and distracts him enough to drop the letter. And that's where this whole comedic scene starts. It's nice to see the Knights of Pluto are still around. It's nice to see that Steiner actually does mature a bit in this. And he does have a point. You don't really want thieves around your castle, even if they are a big help. But I think they have a very high honor compared to most thieves. So this is where he drops the letter. Excuse me. I guess Beatrix finds it first, and a lot of people end up reading it. So after she reads it, she ends up losing it as well. So in the letter, I didn't really read it this time, but basically it's a meeting spot for tonight, and it's supposed to be here, by the docks. I don't know if there's any more, but I want to get as many as I can at least. Guess not. I'm gonna go talk to Ruby, she looks sad. Apparently you can't talk to her. Oh well. I wonder where Lowell is. So she seems upset. I'm assuming it's because of the theater, but I don't really know. I've never actually gone down to the theater and talked. So this is probably where I could have picked up the items. Oh, I forgot that there's a scene with Freya and Amaranth. So I guess they'll come to the castle with us. He's still going on about being the flaming Amaranth. Kind of weird. It's almost like a gamer tag at this point. So Freya's already just upset just because we're not getting any headway about Kuja, and we're not really doing anything. Zanine's not really in the headspace to deal with these problems. He's too much in love. I don't know why he still wants a rematch. He'd still lose, especially if he fights the way he does. So now we have Eco with us. Unfortunately, Steiner doesn't know who Eco is, so he's kind of bullying her out of the castle. So we learn her last name here too, which adds to her character, I guess. I didn't notice if it was on her naming screen or not. So we don't even get to really meet her face to face. She just stands at this balcony or just above the stairs. Kind of awkward. Pretty disappointing. It's a whole lot of nothing that gets said. Zidane doesn't really say anything anyways. And then she's quickly shooed away. So obviously her mind's on Zidane as well, but she doesn't know what to say either. And then Eco just comes out and says that she's her rival in love, and no one really understands what she's talking about. But it's pretty funny. So they exchange jewels as a symbol of their friendship. So I don't know how Eco ended up with another jewel, but it's obvious Garnet had them from when we picked them up. She had the jewel to start with, then we got the jewel from Bernicia, or no, Clara. But I guess we got that from either the Queen or Beatrix. And then the other jewel was from Lindblom, so again, the Queen or Beatrix. And the last jewel was already in Eco's possession. So it doesn't make sense that she had two, but it's whatever. And here's the funny scene. She's kind of sad she wrote the letter. She realizes right now Zidane's only person in his heart is Garnet. As she's about to run away, she hears somebody coming. It's actually Marcus and Blank. Apparently Marcus or Blank got the letter. I guess it was Blank. And he's telling us how it was dropped above him, so Beatrix must have dropped the letter. And Blank ended up catching it. So he drops the letter as well. Steiner's on patrol and finds it. And this is how this plays out. Pretty funny. So Steiner has the most sense, where this letter was dropped here. It might actually be for him. And apparently they were already in love, and they just didn't know it. Yeah, not really an advisable tactic to stopping a running nose. It's shoving your thumb up it. Poor Beatrix is hiding now, and they find out that so many people are watching. Pretty embarrassing for their almost first kiss. I don't know how I feel about the relationship, but as long as they're happy, I don't really care. Poor Eco's upset. She's a little young to be having those kind of feelings, but having no one around, I think she's misconstrued her feelings of loneliness and attachment to one person to be loved. The horn on her head is really standing out a lot, making me feel like I must have missed it as a kid. I thought it was going to go away eventually, but I guess not. It's really weird. So there's a card tournament in Trino. So we're heading there. And here we find out the mist is still lingering in caves and other sorts of spots like this tunnel. And off to Trino we go. I guess this is an auto ATE. So, obviously with the Queen out of commission, Zorn and Thorn aren't really welcome in the castle because they tried to abduct the Queen, or Princess Garnet at the time. So here we find out that Blank and Marcus have also been helping with patrols, just to help keep the town safe. So they're going to run away, and they're not going to be back in the employ of Alexandria. So I don't think there's any extra items I can find around Trino, but we're going to head to Dali first. Yeah, if I was Vivi, I wouldn't be leaving Eiko alone either. Last time she was alone, she got kidnapped. What we don't know is Amarant is actually wanted in Trino. We find out later why, but we could have found out from a poster, and it would have been a sketch of Amarant. So she's just spelling out what's happening in her mind to Vivi. And this is the guy who gave Vivi a lift to Alexandria. They talk a bit, there's more ATEs with them, I think. And we find out that Vivi lives by here. But you already knew that, because I mentioned it last time when we went to visit his house. So there's no one home for Vivi to meet, but I think he takes the trip anyways. So we could have told him not to, but I'm gonna go over there and pick him up anyways. So apparently Amarant used to live here for a while. And here we run into Gilgamesh again. I don't remember what the name he uses in Trino is. But obviously, in Alexandria, he uses Alleyway Jack. Oh, Eiko. So, because of Eiko running into Amarant here, Gilgamesh is now going to try to abduct her to use her against Amarant. Obviously that wouldn't work because he doesn't care about Eiko, but Quina saves the day. I'm gonna head over to Trino, then pick up Vivi, and then we'll head to Dali. I'm debating whether or not to stutter step. Yeah, I am. So I have a higher chance to run into the Ragtimer, but it is what it is. I don't really want to fight a battle as a single. I don't know what the upgrade is for Angel Bless. Okay, so I'm going for Angel Bless just because Thievery is OP. And we'll find out around how many steals we have when I use it. So he has about 25 speed last time I checked, so it couldn't have gotten too far ahead of that. So I might throw out a calculator, or I might just be like, oh, he only is doing 2,000 damage, he needs way more. So I'm using my my keyboard for stutter stepping just because it's easier for me. If it looks weird why I'm moving two directions at once, I also have my controller out, so I'm spinning the camera as well as stutter stepping. And I had a feeling that was going to be a Ragtimer. So, like before, I'm just going to go with the knowledge I have, It might be wrong, but I think you have a buffer of an extra 6 questions for this minigame. What do we got? So it was obviously not Lord Aphon, it was Lord Avon. So this one's pretty easy. I don't think any of the questions are meant to trip you up. Well, I guess this one is just because of the one letter off, but they're all pretty simple, I think. I know about honestly, I'm surprised I got 3 in a row, but I know probably about 50 to 60% of the answers. Honestly, a protect ring would be a bonus at this point, but it's really not needed. Having one's good enough. So we'll pick up Vivi and we'll head over to Dolly. And then we will pick up a few more items. I think you have to go find him out here. Perfect. So we learn a little bit about, I forget what his name is. Quan, I believe? No. Maybe. Yeah, okay, his name is Quan. So, he fished Vivi out of the water. Or apparently the sky. I thought it was the water. That would make more sense to me, especially since he's fishing. You learn here, like earlier, his idea was to eat Vivi. Not very great, but obviously he didn't. So now we have Vivi with us. I don't know if that'll change any of the ATEs or not, but I figured why not grab them. I figured it might be something to do with ATE. And now we'll probably get one more Ragtimer. If I do this quick enough, I think, like the friendly monsters, the Ragtimer only spawns about 20 seconds after the you load into the world map. And luckily I didn't get any Ragtimers. Because eventually I'm going to run into a question I can't answer, and I'm not going to pull up a guide until I'm doing them all at once. I think at this point in the game I could run into 8 questions, but I don't know that for sure. I might need to go to a different area, seeing as I got all 3 in the same forest. I think you can get 4 on the first disc, and etc. Like 4 each disc, but I don't know exactly what the cutoff is. This is probably really bad stutter stepping. I'm just getting pretty lucky. Okay, I'm gonna stop stutter stepping just because it is kind of a hassle to do, and the mobs here really aren't that strong. I don't know why I bothered. Probably just to save a bit of time. But Zidane and Vivi would easily wipe any monster here. So you just talk to this guy and he'll let you in after you talk to him twice. We could have went earlier, as I mentioned, but there was nothing we could have done earlier. It's only during the card tournament that you can get the items here. So I could deliver 2 of the coffees, but I'm gonna go pick up the 3rd one first. So I'm just trying to avoid the forest as much as I can to lower my Ragtimer chance. I'm gonna throw a Thievery out to see what I'm sitting at, and that doesn't change any damage for Thievery. Thievery goes through any type of defense or armor, even protection or shell. So it's universal damage, I guess you would say. So it's single target only. I targeted the monster already. What do we got? 3,000 damage is not bad. Basically when we level, we'll be getting probably about twice the amount of speed. So I've done most of the stealing I need to do. I'll be sitting at about 6,000 when we have more speed. But obviously I'm going to keep stealing until I max that out. Oh, sorry. I don't know if we can get that chest at the farm here. I think we can. I guess not yet. I'm going to talk to her to see if I can So I don't think that's a very good item there. There must be another time we come back that can get that. So up the windmill we go, now that it's stopped. We can get a few items up here. So that's either a headpiece or accessory. And that's just an elixir. So I know there's certain places we can check, and they're closer to the top. So I think you could check the desk or the ladder first without waking the kid. But a lot of the time you have to wait till he's deeper sleeping, and it involves the going and checking, I guess, the desk a few more times. So if you he's still not fully asleep. Now he's asleep, so you can check any of the other spots. I think the heater is where the key is. I don't think anything else has anything great. I'm gonna try to get the ladder. So I'm just gonna double up the desk and or triple up the desk and check the ladder and then the other spot. But that's the way to get the key I need for the items that are hidden over somewhere else. Okay, so there was nothing up the ladder. I'm gonna go back to the desk. No, I guess that doesn't work. So I'm just going to do it one more time and then check the shelf. I don't think there's anything there, but I'm just double checking. I think the main thing is just the key in there. It's weird to put a key in a heater, but okay. I'm just going to pause the video real quick. Hey guys, I'm back now. Sorry the dog was freaking out. So I'm just checking the shelf. I think I checked it before that went through. Oh, so there was nothing here. So we're gonna leave here. With the key, we can go through this door now. And that'll get us a chest over here behind the chocobo. And that'll be 30,000 gil. Plus if you search the chest again, you get the coffee. And that'll complete our coffee side quest here. I don't know why I thought that was the way out, but yeah, that was my bad. Just a little distracted, I guess. So you can't go in the underground anymore. That was what the exclamation mark was for. I'm gonna go back and check the Moogle and see if I have mail for him. Maybe he was the one I was giving mail for. That would be a no, but maybe he has mail to give out. Guess not. So I'm gonna head over to the coffee dude because I have all 3 coffees. I don't remember what the oops, he was outside. The reward was. I think it is another protect ring, but it could just be key items, to be honest. So he could just give us like the theater ship item and those sort of key items. I think that might be what it is. So I guess I gave him all 3 coffees already, and it's just the theater ship that's in here. I guess it's not in here anymore, but we can go pick it up at the Tantalus base. We're gonna head back. I'm not gonna stutter step just because I don't think the random counters are that high. Oh, if that was a rare tower, I would have been pretty disappointed. I kind of want to get 100%, so I want to pull up a guide. And the game crashed. Perfect. I'm going to pause the video again, and I'll restart the game. Alright, I just loaded back in and hit continue, so we'll start again from this map. Stutter stepping would have been faster, I guess. So we ran into the friendly monster. I just know that because we're not in the forest. This is the first friendly monster you can run into, and he just wants 1 ore. He will give us, I think, 10 AP. Probably would have been better to have 4 characters that needed it, but who cares? And he just wants an ore. And that was easy enough. So basically you want all 9 of the friendly monsters if you want to battle Ozma, and he's the optional endgame boss, I guess. So I knew that wasn't a friendly monster. 1, I've already gotten the one here, and 2, you need to wait about 20 seconds before you can encounter a friendly monster or a ragtimer on world map after an encounter, so I'm gonna kill it with BB, just because he's so weak, and I wanted an extra steal. Seeing as I'm only about, what, 2/3 of the way through my amount of steals I need. Even though my thievery is only doing 3,000, with not taking into account defense or anything, it's super helpful at this point in the game. So if I need to add damage with Zydian, I will. I honestly thought we would be needing... No, I knew we'd get thievery before we could hit Tantarine for the second time. Just double checking I got that chest, just because it's so much kill in there. But the Tantarine fight's super easy with thievery, because it goes through the book no matter what position it's in, and it pushes the step counter a decent amount, or the page counter, I guess, a decent amount. So I'm gonna go for 2 steals here. It'll be, but it really can't do much damage. Our armor should be way underrated at this point. So the item we get from the card tournament, we need to win the 3 card games in a row. The first 2 you need to win, otherwise you have to do them over. And the third one is against the champion, and if you lose that, you still proceed on with the quest. So you really want to win that third one if you want the rebirth run. You can get it later by making it, but it's much better to get it now. This will be the early game of getting it. Don't really care about MP attack. 20% health will be hugely beneficial at this point, so we'll go with that. Unfortunately, long range takes up so much. Seeing as I'm not going to be using his physical attack anymore, it's really kind of wasteful. I'm going to put a few other things. Honestly, since he's not using physical attack, those don't help either. Counter's not very helpful either with his physical attack, so I'm just going to put on a few more defensive ones. I think we might actually be able to buy the thieving gloves at this point, and that'll help him get Master Thief, which will add more to our steal. Honestly, I'm so afraid of random encounters right now, I'm crashing my game. Such a bad game design. Obviously, you guys aren't seeing that many crashes, but Jesus, the fact that it's crashed on a well-done video while I'm missing most of the encounters, probably what, 6 times now? It's pretty bad. So I'm going to head over to the synthesis shop first, just to see what we've got. Obviously I'm not going to do the Pearl Rouge as I mentioned earlier. I don't think any of them are different from Alexandria, but we'll find out. So if you come down here and you listen to these nobles, they'll tell you what the main attraction for where the auction shop is, and it's a dark matter. That's what you need to summon Odin. So yeah, they're just the exact same as before. I don't need any of them. I'm also not gonna go for Odin yet. It'll be an expensive item, and I don't have that much gil on me. So we have more of the constellations that we'll give her. I don't know what the rewards are. My favorite one is definitely the blood sword, though. Well, 10,000 gil, definitely appreciated. Pretty sure one of the end ones is black belt's helpful. One of the end ones is I don't know how many I've given actually. Do I keep track of them in my key items here? No, I guess you actually give them up. I'm gonna go in and take a look because I know we're only missing like 2 or 3 more. How many empty cages do you guys count? I count 5. It's a lot more than I thought. Dang, I thought I got way more than that. Okay, we're gonna go challenge the monster in the cage. I forgot about this ATE. This will be the one that Quina saves Eco, I think. Or it'll be the one before it. Oh, Eco. He had to mention the wrong thing. That's funny. That's funny. Luckily we got another item. Not very strong, but it's got some skills. So this is where we deal with the card tournament. I will come back here when I'm ready. First I'm gonna clear out the monster. Maybe I'll buy it first, we'll see. So I'm not seeing anything new. I'll just fight the monster. I think I have max health here. No, I don't. I'll throw a potion on. So my tactic will just use thievery until it dies. I don't think you can steal from these monsters, but I don't know that at all. I don't think he has that strong of attacks. I think he's a beast monster. But I don't think that strong. I think he has a decent amount of health though. Probably like 8,000. I didn't think he'd have thunder attacks. So I should be able to get away with quite a few attacks before I need to heal. So I'm just priming an attack. That did way more than I expected. I really hope he doesn't only spam Thunder Aura. Because then I'm going to have to start using elixirs just to beat this. I don't think the item I get from beating it to be worth more than an elixir. He's only had about 6,000 health, I guess. I overestimated him. Oh, okay, that wasn't really that helpful. But I'm backing to 130k. So I'm gonna save, see how long we've been running this recording. I'm gonna check Mark Map first. So I should still have a few slots left. Yeah, it goes to 15. Alright, so it was at 13:49. Okay, so we got about 10 minutes. I'm not going to proceed with the card game. Maybe I'll do a card game or two. Gonna check what's in the auction. In case I want to buy something. But it won't be the dark matter. So I don't care about the key item, feather boots, Orton's mirror. I think we could probably get the thievery gloves, but I really don't want to have to buy dark matter and then do the thievery gloves. So with the save just there, I'm gonna go for my first card match. I think you can just walk in, but I'm not 100%. Okay, so I have to register first. You can buy a few beginner cards from this guy. So he's just telling you about the card champion, and that gets Zidane more interested. So the attack on the castle is not great, but the defense is pretty decent. Especially the magic defense. So I've definitely explained the cards before. I'll run it quick. Again, first number is how much attack you have. Second letter is telling you whether or not the attack is magic or physical. The third number is your physical defense, and the fourth number is your magic defense. Don't really have a good monster to use here. So I'll use this just because he has lots of arrows. So he has 0 defense, so I'm just going to take him over with and there's the also random part of it. So I guess the tips are on by default. I'm not sure what way I should play this, so I'm going to throw Conqueror down here. I'm really not the best card player. If I attack here and lose, I'll also take over the Sand Golem. Which is unfortunate. And his magic defense is 1, and my magic attack is 2. So I should probably win this, but I definitely could lose it. Oh, I didn't notice she was going to do that much. So I need to beat this guy to get her back. There's not much I can do. I'm actually going to win if I don't attack, so I'm going to just throw the card out. So you can only take cards that you took over, I guess, in this one. I'm going to go for my next card fight right away, and then I'll probably save and end the video. Just because I don't want to have to reset, or have to run back and reset. Actually, I might go and save, just because I don't want to lose one of my good cards and make it more of a struggle later on. So I'll continue the video, but I'm just going to go do a safety save here. So this is just more storyline about how, as a security guard, Amrit got a warrant on him because they thought he was the thief, and it was basically Zidane was the thief, and he tricked Amrit. I also forgot if you don't run around, you don't get the AD easier, so I kind of wanted to do the running around. So, one of the reasons that this ended up working is Amrit was only running around as a security guard to look for a good fight. And Zidane's not one to take a fight for no reason, so if he can avoid one, he will. Poor Amulet. And that's how Amulet got a war in Trino. I mean, he could have just showed he didn't have whatever Zidane stole, and then could have probably all cleared that up. Fortunately, he's not smart enough for that. I doubt Mockridge has any mock mail, but I figured I'd want to check. So now that we're far enough in the game, we'll go start complaining about not getting enough mail lately. And that's when we figure out there's something wrong with the Moghat Sentinel. So I'm gonna go for the last, or the second card game here, and then I'm gonna save. Wish me luck. No, I'm not that good. So this is probably the most dangerous of the 3 card games. They play the best and they have the best cards out of all of the matches. I'm gonna go, I guess, for 2 to physical defense. So I'm gonna throw the castle out, just because it has decent defense, and it might take over cards that he attacks with. Not that great of a plan, but it is what it is. So he has 0 magic defense, but he still ended up beating me. He can't win this lucky game. It would be better if I could attack with physical, but I don't have the arrows to attack, so it'll be a close fight. I think I lost this fight. That sucks. Not much I can do about it. And he took my Shiva. That sucks. Well, I'm just gonna end the video here, and we'll redo the card game after. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'll see you next time.